I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm kind of a religious man, but not too religious because I don't go to church every Sunday. But anyways, once upon a time, I was in Sunday school because I couldn't have the weekends off, apparently. And on that fateful Sunday school day, I was tasked with giving a sermon. And let's just say that was the most unforgettable sermon ever. Now, you may be saying, how's it unforgettable? Aren't all the sermons the same? Today I say, no, some of them are very different, like mine. Because instead of it being really, really boring, it was really, really awkward. For you see, on that fateful day, I wasn't able to find my shoes, which means I had to improvise. And I decided to put on some boots, snow boots. And if you've seen the SpongeBob episode Squeaky Boots, you would know that those boots that squeak drive people crazy to the point that they really want to just rip them off and just throw them in the deep fryer and just eat them up like Mr. Krabs does in the episode. Yeah, it's a weird episode, by the way. And, well, if that wasn't bad enough, the people who printed out the page I was going to read on made a very weird mistake. For you see, some of the letters were bold and others were not. Which meant whenever I would get to a bold letter, I would be like, and then... And I did this with all of the bold letters. Which meant whenever you got to a bold letter, I would be like, and then... So yeah, basically, it was like a drinking game of seeing how many and thens can I get to. So, yeah, that's not really a fun drinking game now that I think about it. And if that wasn't bad enough, my whole family was there. And I'm not just talking about my mother, my father, and my brother and my sister. Oh no, I'm talking about everyone on the blood tree. Like my grandmas, and my aunts and uncles, and even my cousins, and maybe the people of my family who have died or probably watching me from whichever afterlife they went to. Which meant the moment they all saw my disaster of a sermon, well, let's just say that my deceased family members were trying to hold back the urge to roll in their graves, and my grandmas were trying to hold back the urge to get a heart attack and die, and my aunts and uncles were holding back the urge to mock and ridicule my parents, and my cousins were probably holding back the urge to not make fun of me. And my parents, well, let's just say my mom was holding back the urge to squirm in her seat. My dad, which had an actual sense of humor in that situation, was holding back the urge to laugh. So, yeah, I guess I might have just made everyone have a miniature heart attack. And after I was done giving the sermon, I walked off, squeaky boots and all. And when I exited the chapel, I heard them all cheering because apparently the tension and awkwardness has left the room and everyone was finally relieved. So, yeah, I guess I made church anything but boring that day. So, yeah, next time you go to church, make sure you don't see this handsome face giving a sermon. And we go in peace. Amen.